Jessi. Today I am drinking some mead, and I'm here with my TBR for the, what's it actually called? Pick-Pong-Athon. Readathon. I've never done a TBR game before, and I actually had a lot of fun doing this one, so this is just my TBR, and then at the end of the month I'll do like a wrap-up, see how well I did. Alright, so let's get started. This is perhaps doomed to be the most chaotic and ineffective filming I ever do. I don't own any red Solo cups, I don't have any on me, and I don't feel like going out and buying any. I also don't own any ping pong balls. But what I do have is 10 random assortment of plastic cups and tin foils. So that's what we'll be using. I also haven't put the prompts on the bottom. Instead I have them, they're numbered in theory. If you're familiar with bowling pins, the order of the count for them. They're numbered like that, and I have the prompts on my computer to go with those. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, roll a d6 to determine how many books I'll be starting from, and then I'll fill these up and we'll get started. So that is 5. Ignore my partner's law textbook. So good base number. I'll start with 5 tosses. We'll see where we end up. All right, toss number 1 of hopefully only 5. I don't know if you can even hear me from all the way over there. It makes sense that it would start with a miss. All right, take 2 on that. Book 1. I did so many practice shots to make sure this would work. I'm not happy. 2 strikes. All right. And that is cup number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. Duh, I knew that. Let's figure out what book, what prompt, and what book this will be. Okay. For the first shot, I got it in cup number 10, which gave me the prompt host fave. And looking at the list of faves, I really wanted to do one from the like main hostess of it, but unfortunately, my library didn't have any of those by Name of the Wind, and I have no desire to reread Name of the Wind. So instead, still wanting to kind of dip my toes into horror, I went with My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. Sorry I don't have books to hold up. I've put a hold on all of these at my library, so hopefully we have like 2 weeks for them to come in, and hopefully they all get here, and I won't have to make new choices. I'm actually not entirely sure what My Best Friend's Exorcism is about. I assume it's about somebody getting possessed. But Grady Hendrix, I know, is a relatively up-and-coming but fairly popular author in the horror genre, so I'm just excited to see a little bit of what he has to offer. He has other works I actually think I'm more interested in reading than this one, but we'll start here and see what I think of Grady Hendrix. Book number 2. That's miss number 3. This is heavier now that it's wet. Alright, and that is book number 3, or prompt number 3, which is continue a series, and it is a reward. And rewards, I'm going to do the same, actually, we'll just count it for the same cup it fell in, so it fell in cup number 3, so I'm going to look at what reward number 3 I have, because there's only 6 each of punishments and rewards for random cups, or just skip it. So let's see what reward number 3 is. Reward number 3 was minus a miss, so I am down to only 2 misses, and I've got 2 books out of 5 on my TBR. The second shot went into cup 3 and gave me the prompt continue a series. So I actually have an entire vlog planned where I read a bunch of sequels or series continuations, like finish up, get caught up on series, and I put a bunch of hold on those on my library anyway. I've already got a couple. But the one I'm going to officially put on this TBR is going to be The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. This is the second book in her Deathless series. This is about an African-inspired world nation where girls are tested for their purity at 16 by testing their blood. And if they bleed red, they're pure. If they bleed gold, they're impure and they're killed. And this girl bleeds gold, but she's taken away and learns that there might be going on. There's more going on than she realized. I've been really excited for this second one. I can't wait to read it. So that one isn't in yet at my library, so I'm assuming this one will come in at a good time to read in August. Oh, gotta refill that. I do have water in some of these and Goblin Alchemy brand mead in others, just so you know. All right, book number 3. Nice. That is prompt book cup whatever 4, which gives me the prompt crown, and I assume this means a book with a crown on the cover, but I will of course double check that. Next, I got a book in cup number 4, which gave me the prompt crown. I interpreted this as crown on the cover. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think crown in the title might have been okay. I don't know. And this was actually kind of annoying. I scrolled through my TBR for so long until I saw a book with a crown on the cover, and then when I looked it up to put a hold for my library, the edition they had didn't have a crown on it. And I was like, really? But what I'm going with is In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. It's A.M. Strickland. Lately I've been seeing things with her first name on it. I don't know which. I don't really know that much about what this is about. The tagline here says, a pansexual blood mage reluctantly teams up with undead spirit to start a rebellion among the living and the dead. And that sounds pretty good to me. I can't quite see in any of the pictures I've looked at what's on her head, but it looks like a crown to me. At the very least, it's a flower crown, and I'm going to take that. Book number 4. I didn't put enough liquid in that. Anyway, I'll clean that up. That's just water, thankfully. But this is 8. Book 8, prompt 1 is a standalone. For toss number 4, I got it in and knocked over cup 8 and got the prompt standalone. This is very, very open, but I decided to go in a little bit of a different direction and went for The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Nada. I'm not sure how to pronounce her first name. Petrus. Janada? I'll look it up before I do my wrap up. This is actually contemporary. It's a sapphic contemporary. It's about 2 girls. One of them moves to the United States from Trinidad and feels really out of place and uncomfortable with things after her mom finds out that she's a lesbian. And then she strikes up a friendship and perhaps something more with a local American girl. I don't know too much about this, but I'm excited to explore a YA sapphic contemporary. I've decided since I spilled that, I'm going to go ahead and take the punishment for cup number 8, which is 2 books, 1 prompt. So I only have 1 toss left for book number 5, but whatever the prompt is, I have to pick 2 books for it. Just, party foul, I spilled a drink, Alright, hopefully, if I don't miss last toss. Alright, and that is cup number 6. The prompt for cup number 6 is a random letter found in the title. So when I tell you my book choices, I'll go ahead and do the random number generator. Then I think I'll random generate 2 different letters for 2 different titles. Okay. And then finally for the last one, I decided to give myself a punishment for knocking over the cup, spilling the drink. And so my last one was random letter generator, and I've doubled this. So I'm doing 2 books, 2 random letters for my final one. So I get 6 books instead of 5. First letter that came up was a Y. I decided to just make things simple and go with starts with that letter. So I went with Year of the Reaper by Malika Makia. Year of the Reaper by Makia Lucier. I don't really remember what this is about. Sometimes I add a lot of stuff to my want to read and then kind of forget about them. The cover looks really cool. That's about all I know about this. It's a YA, which surprises me. Let's see what this is about. It's about war and plague and assassination. I don't know, we'll find out together. And then lastly, for the last one, also random letter generator, I got a D, and I went with Death and the Penguin by Andrei Kurkov, and the edition I'll be reading is translated by George Bird. This is by a Ukrainian man, and from what I understand, it's a very satirical novel about having to live in unfavorable conditions. That's my understanding of it. So I'm really excited about this. I like getting a variety of stuff on my TBR, so getting something that's translated, which I'm trying to push myself into reading more translated works intentionally and not just by circumstance. So I am intrigued by this one. All right, and that is my TBR for the Pick-Pong-Athon. Not ping-pong, Pick-Pong-Athon. I'm excited. I really loved playing this game. And I really liked when I did the Star Hopathon, which my vlog for that might not even be out by the time this TBR comes up. I'm recording this mid-July. If I don't get this up within the first week of August, you can just fire me. Fire me. Anyway, if you're going to be participating, let me know below. Or if you're interested in any of the books I'm reading, please let me know your thoughts. I am actually really excited for this TBR. One, I don't usually set TBRs, but I'm really excited for this one. There's a lot of books on here I'm really excited and intrigued and interested in that I've been kind of waiting for an excuse for a while to read. So I'm excited for this. I hope you are too. Stick around, subscribe if you're interested in seeing my final thoughts when I wrap up at the end of the month. And that's it from me. Love y'all. Bye.